Hello friends and strangers on the internet, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out another Ren's song. This one's not going to be a music video, we've got an official lyric video straight from Ren's channel. How exciting is that? Today we're checking out the song Dominoes. I'm not really sure what to expect with this one. I did peep the description, I saw that it's 4 years old. I don't know if I've watched enough of Ren's music or gotten into Ren as a person enough to really be able to guess what this could have been about 4 years ago. So I'm just ready to jump into it and find out. Yeah, let's go. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, you built this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you built this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling.
I know it's about to move into another movement, but I really I could hear it like getting ready to crescendo into another movement, but I really like the way his voice is like echoing here and like that. I can't think of what kind of rhythm it would be called, but it's like very bouncy. It's very nice. All right, let's take it back a bit. Get ready to move into this next movement.
We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. So bleed me of all my self-belief. My smile shows all my insecurity.
That line in particular hit me pretty hard. My goodness. Very good. Goodness. Okay.
Of all my self-belief. My smile shows all my insecurity. In a kingdom of photoshopped kings and queens will never feel happy with ourselves, but insecurity sells.
Yeah.
Dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling.
I like that. That was pretty good. I really like the sound effects in the background. It almost sounds like somebody opening up a box of dominoes and getting ready to set up like a what, gosh, I forget what it's called. My kids call it domino art, but like where you're about to set up like a domino run. It almost sounds like that, like somebody's just tinkering with a box of dominoes. It's really cool. Wow. I really like the lyrics in this one, and I'm really appreciating the things he's saying. I'm gonna stop interrupting and let him keep going. Security sells like a motherfucker.
He sells dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you built us like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. I hide my head under the sheets, 'cause how can I face a world that ridicules the weak? Where beauty is sold on the shelves, forbid that we find it in ourselves. And now I'm broke, it don't come cheap. Oh, you built this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you built this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Araya was the most beautiful girl in this world. She shined like diamonds and rubies and pearls. But then, as soon as she turned 13, she forgot just how bright that it was that she gleamed. Stuck in the material world of magazines that glamorise fake and Photoshop beauty queens. Top 10 beauty tips making her feel inadequate. For the first time in her life, she felt ugly. So Araya stopped eating to lose weight. She spent her dinner money on some makeup for her face. But no matter how much she lost or how much she bought, she was never good enough, or so she thought. Araya felt she could never be loved. She started cutting her wrists and hiding her scars with gloves. At 16, an anorexic beauty queen, she collapses in a puddle of her tears and blood. 'Cause she never felt enough, she never felt enough. Your sellers told this lie that we must buy to keep in touch. We can never buy enough, never buy enough. All the riches in the world can't buy a sense of self-love. Funny how you act surprised when depression's levels rise, when you force feed inadequacy straight into our eyes. Television shows that praise the beautiful people, and talent competitions that just laugh at the feeble. Billboards, magazines, people turn to plasticine, molded like a factory. We're growing up to fear, feeling ugly, it's lunacy. And not even the community, cause insecurity breeds judgment, judgment breeds hate, no unity. And hierarchy based upon aesthetics is what makes a kid in school get bullied for genetics. And I felt so ugly growing up, the way that I look sometimes got me beaten up. I mean, what the fuck sort of culture do we live in when we're defined by the shape of our face, when we're ashamed by the size of our waist, when we're imprisoned by the form that we take? And so we keep buying and spending. That's just how this story goes. You build us up just to knock us back down, and we just keep falling like dominoes.
Oh, I was kind of hoping the beat would come back in after that. I mean, it went from very danceable to very deep and very sad with a sudden ending, and I kind of wanted the beat to come back in and like lift up the mood a little bit. If I'm being real with you, I wanted that beat to come back in like real smooth and pretty like it was before, and just be like, yeah, 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 this all sucks, but I want to groove to this beat instead of reflecting on this. But Ren said, no, no, we're gonna end on this, and you're gonna reflect on it whether you like it or not, and screw the beat. That's how it felt, at least. I was ready. I was ready. I was ready. I was ready. I was ready for that beat to come back, and it didn't. That was catchy. I mean, first 2-3 minutes of it, catchy. Oh my gosh, that that really reeled me in with how catchy it was, and the way it reverbed, and that bounciness in the rhythm. Like my gosh, like that's like radio friendly right there. Then you get to the end where Ren's telling us a story about a young girl who is essentially the epitome of every teenage girl's experience in the modern world. I wouldn't say every teenage girl, but most of us went through that. I mean, I don't think it was as much when I was a teenager because we didn't have social media the same way, but it was still there. It just wasn't like as in our face about it and stuff. And yeah, yeah, I don't want to keep talking about that because not because it's triggering for me, but just because I don't want to keep talking about it. I've yeah, that Red really said some really true things there. I'm glad he said them. It's kind of preaching to the choir when a little girl hears it or a teenage girls hear it, but it's nice. It's actually kind of nice to hear this story coming from a man's mouth, actually, to see that it's not just something that affects girls, it can affect boys too. And not as many boys are, or men are willing to speak up about that. Yeah, I'm really rambling at this point. This was a good one. I'm gonna have that beat stuck in my head, despite the fact this is a very tragic song. Like I'm gonna have that beat stuck in my head, like probably the rest of this week. That was catchy as hell. Oh my goodness. I might do. I might double, triple check the editing on this one just for an excuse to listen to it. I'm gonna end the video now. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye for now.